So why do your weekly presentations fail to produce referrals? If you've ever felt frustrated that people like you, but the referrals just aren't showing up, this is probably the reason why. You see, most presentations, they don't fail because people aren't listening. They fail because the message gives people nothing at all to act upon. So today, I'm going to share 3 big reasons why this happens so that you can really take these ideas and start generating a predictable amount of referrals each and every week. So let's jump into it. First, there's a really good chance that your weekly presentations are just way too broad. Most weekly presentations sound something like this. I'm looking for anyone who needs my services, anyone who knows a business owner, anyone who could use help with what I do. That sounds inclusive. You think you're casting this wide net hoping something's going to stick, but it's also completely useless. When your ask is that broad, people don't know what to think about. No name comes to mind. Their brain doesn't just go out there searching, it actually shuts down. Referrals don't come from asking for everybody. They come from specific situations involving specific people. So if your presentation could apply to half the room or even half the planet, it's probably going to be way too broad to trigger any sort of action at all. Clarity is what's going to create referrals. Generality creates polite nods, but really nothing else. So to combat this, you need to do your homework ahead of time. You don't have time to prospect for everyone in your chapter, and likewise, they don't have time to go out and prospect for you. But we do have time to make a specific introduction for each other. So hop on Google or LinkedIn ahead of time. Do that research. Come prepared with a specific name of who you want to be introduced to and why you want to be introduced to them, and you'll be amazed at how the referrals will really start to flow. The second reason your presentations are not generating the referrals you want is because you're really hard to remember. So here's the tough truth. If someone can't remember your ask 5 minutes after the meeting, they can't remember you during the week either. Most weekly presentations are just packed with way too many details, too many services, too many examples. You say a lot, but nothing really sticks. Strong weekly presentations don't explain to everyone everything you do. They anchor one clear idea in someone's memory. Think recognition, not explanation. You're not teaching people your entire business. You're teaching their brain how to spot this opportunity that you really want. If they can't quickly recall the situation, the problem, and that moment that you're introducing them to, they're never going to act. So even if they want to really help, they're not going to be able to. The best solution to this is to focus on one small element of your business that you do extremely well, and then share a story about how you've helped someone recently in that situation. Stories, they paint a picture in people's minds, and they're far easier to remember throughout the week. Lastly, if your presentations aren't yielding you the referrals you want, there's a good chance that you haven't included any trigger language. Now, this is the most overlooked one of all. What do I mean by trigger language? Trigger language is that phrase, that situation, or that moment that makes someone think, this is exactly what they were talking about this week in B&I. Now, it may be a complaint that they hear repeatedly. It may be a transition someone's going through or a problem that they really want solved. Without that trigger language, your members don't know when to think of you. They don't know that they're standing in the middle of this ideal referral right now. Referrals don't happen because somebody remembers your profession. They happen because someone recognizes a moment. So let's bring this all together. Generic weekly presentations fail because they're too broad to activate thinking, they're too forgettable to stay top of mind, and too vague to create action. But here's the good news. Each of these things are very fixable and you can fix them fast. The goal of your weekly presentation isn't to impress people, it's to equip them with the tools that they need. So every week, ask yourself one simple question. If someone heard this and ran into that situation tomorrow, would they know exactly what to do? If the answer is no, it's time to simplify, time to get more specific, and time to add that trigger language. So before your next meeting, don't ask, what should I say? Instead, ask, what do people need to recognize this week to help me? That shift will change everything. So I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, make sure to like and subscribe. Then check out this video right here to take your BNI membership to a whole new level.